Pinpoint Weather on NBC5 News is brought to you by the Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe.
Hey, welcome back at NBC5, looking at the Oregon Adventure Coast Cam to kick off this Tuesday morning. Cloudy conditions for the coast out there. We have mostly sunny conditions for the rest of us, but we're going to see that cloud cover increasing as we're getting through today. Next storm system just on the doorstep to move through, and the coastline will get into some rain, especially by tonight. And there's the front just out to our west, and you see the clouds kind of increasing across the northwest. Much better rain potential further north, but coastline will get into some light showers here when we get into the overnight hours. The inland areas not as promising, but what we see is the ridge of high pressure still continuing to push further southwest. And this is really good news for us because as this system builds in, it's going to provide a nice little cool off for our area, well, really for our region, and where we're about 15 to 20 degrees above our seasonal temperatures. We're going to be returning to that very quickly as we get through tomorrow. Today, very low potential, but you see some afternoon and evening developing showers, maybe an isolated storm. It can't be ruled out. It's a very low potential. Not every model is even showing that rain potential, but it is there that we see this ahead of this system into this afternoon, especially with the warmth that we have in our area. Now, here's the main line of rain that's going to be building in for the coastline here for tonight. You're seeing this pushing through around midnight, but by 6 a.m.-ish, we're seeing most of that rain already clearing out. Again, not the best rain chance, not expecting beneficial rain whatsoever, but at least it's something in our area to get some rain. Most of this coverage is going to be up north into Douglas County and stretching along the coastline. We'll see maybe a few sprinkles to light rain for us here in the valleys. Much lower potential the further south and east you go. When we get through Wednesday, you see throughout Wednesday afternoon, we become mostly sunny and the forecast begins to dry out again, which is unfortunate. Temperature wise, we'll stay around that seasonal high. Again, not the highest amounts of rain, maybe up to a tenth to a quarter of an inch for the coastline, a few hundredths of an inch for us in some of the valleys. Again, not expecting anything here for Medford in terms of measured precipitation, but the big difference is definitely going to be the drop off in temperatures. We have been above seasonal throughout this month, and we're going to be returning a little bit closer to that seasonal temperature. Might even temporarily fall below that on a few days. And we'll have another dry front moving through this weekend to knock those temperatures down. But it does also bring in that potential of freezing temperatures back into our eastern counties and parts of Northern California as we're getting through the forecast as well. So expected highs here today, still going to be a toasty one. Got 80s out across the board, a lot like yesterday, about 60 degrees for much of the coastline. Another difference today is going to be the ramp up of our wind speeds coming in from the south and southwest for Northern California and our eastern counties, about 15 to 25 miles per hour. Some gusts might edge closer to about 40 miles per hour through the day, and it will be a bit breezy even here for us in the valleys coming in from the west and northwest. And wind direction changes throughout tomorrow into the overnight hours as that front pushes through, and it's still expected to be a little bit breezy for our eastern counties as we get through tomorrow afternoon. We'll see a slight drop off in wind speeds Wednesday here in the valley, but we do see them ramping back up through the rest of this week and leading into this weekend. We'll see a mostly sunny sky for Friday, Saturday as another weak front knocks us back down into seasonal like temperatures. Again, the seasonal high is about 74 degrees. We might temporarily fall below that for Saturday, but next week we look at more sunshine and warmth on the board. Klamath Basin, again, not the best rain potential, a little bit more cloud cover, but stronger wind speeds and a 20-degree drop in temperatures from today to tomorrow, and staying into some 60s to lower 70s through the rest of the forecast. We look at the morning lows, though. They will return closer to freezing, if not frost levels, and we kind of see that for Northern California as well, with highs dipping into the 70s. I'm just keeping a slight chance of some showers on the board. We might see that activity pushing a little bit further south, but overall not expecting any good rainfall, just a bit more cloud cover. Coastline has a much better rain potential tonight through early Wednesday. Then that quickly clears out. We'll see another chance of maybe some light showers early Saturday morning. High temperatures really staying around 60 degrees for the next several days.